All right, so this is what you would have seen if you were on like trading Nasdaq today. So you could see Friday, whatever. And I didn't trade it on TradingView. That's why like this is just like I just put it like the stuff that I had on my other chart. But yeah, I feel like it's much cleaner to look at, so it's like better for you guys. And yeah, you can see the price action was kind of trash, bro. But like during the day, I was trying to catch something. Like I start trading at market open, so at like 9:30. Try to catch something. There was really nothing for me. I guess there was something like here after this, but there was 10 a.m. news, so I didn't really take it off this breaker fair value gap, even though you could have, and you might have got stopped at because of the news. That's why I wouldn't have took it. But if you were like cautious and you put your stop up here, then that could have looked something like entrance probably at the you probably entered the breaker. I'm gonna check this leg down to see where it's in a discount. So it would be anything over here. You might enter here, and then but you would put your stops respecting the breaker, I guess. Or is that no? The breaker would technically be here, so because it's the move up, right? And this is just like an order block. But yeah, so you could take the trade here if you wanted to, and then you could, I guess, target the next lows, or like this fair value. There's like somewhat of a fair value, but it would be somewhere around here you would target. Let's say you target here. That's kind of a shit risk to reward. So then you would probably put your stops here. But yeah, overall it was just not nice, and news was coming out, so then it kind of ruined the whole setup. But yeah, but probably wait, I don't know what I did there, bro, because you would not enter there. You would probably enter higher because you'd enter the consequent encroachment like I always do of the fair value gap. So probably around here. So you get like a 1.6. Well, but I don't know. You could have did it, but it's like risky because of the news, so I didn't do it. Anyways, moving on. I'm gonna delete it just so like y'all know I didn't take that shit. But yeah, so there was a bit of price action here. It was literally in a range, so I didn't really like that shit. But once it broke out the range, I just acted these equal highs as like my liquidity. That's what I like took my trade based off of. And you can see there's like a breaker here, and then there's a market structure shift below this low right here, then somewhat of a retrace in here. It was actually really tight. I didn't really like this, but like that kind of sometimes happens after like the 11 o'clock, like 10:50 macro to 10:10, and then trading after that, because I trade until like 12:30 or like 1 even, then like the moves aren't as big. But like regardless, it still worked. So then it retraces into this breaker block, and no fair value gap. So it just traded into this breaker block, and then I took the trade off there, and then I put my highs above the breaker block. You could have put it here to be more safe, but nah, this is just like, for me, this is like, it's mostly the bodies that matter, and it's kind of the wick of the first one. But yeah, you could have done it to be more safe, but I just didn't do that. Put it around here. So after I ended short, like it was kind of smooth, but not really, because there was a move down initially, then a retrace into this order block, and I was kind of nervous. And then this candle, of course, I was hella nervous because it basically almost like went to my stop. And then there was a move down, and it hit my TP. Well, the reason why I put my TP here, let me say. So basically, there's this range here, and then I take the nearest liquidity or like imbalance in the market in a premium basically. And there was right at the premium here. It's kind of the worst case scenario, but there was liquidity to be taken. So I was like, okay, from this point on, price could reverse. It could very well go all the way down or fall somewhere in this range. But I always decide to take it at the nearest one. And it was still like a 1 to 2. But a lot of times it's 1 to 3, even 1 to 4 sometimes. But it was kind of a light day today. But anyways, I'm happy that I got a dub. Then right after that, I'm going to break down the market, I guess, because that's what I said I would do. There was another move up, and it took out like this liquidity of this move, and as well as this liquidity and this liquidity. So it was actually a pretty good run up. Then after that, I was looking like at this perfect candle right here that could be our breaker. But the price didn't really break like underneath it convincingly, so I didn't really take a trade off it because like, I'm not gonna risk that. But if you were to take the trade, it would have obviously panned out pretty nice, because you would have took equilibrium of this move, and the nearest would probably be the nearest like draw that I would take it off of. I'm gonna clear some of this shit up because it's in the way. But the nearest thing you could have taken it off of is probably this. So the consequent encroachment of this inverse fair value gap. And yeah, it would have got you right here. You could have took it this one if you wanted to have more partials, or a full one would probably be up to here, but you wouldn't have reached it. But yeah, for me, it would have been at that point, and let's see what it would have gave us. But something like this. That's shit, kind of. Yeah, that's kind of shit. That's why you'd probably go a bit lower right here. Probably go for the next one and get a 1 to 2 again. But yeah, or I'd probably go on a bit of a higher time frame and then see the bigger fair value gap and enter at the consequent encroachment of that. But yeah, I didn't really like it because the price didn't break below this point here, so I didn't take it. But yeah, I took one trade. It was a bit over 500. Oh, bro, I deleted it now, bro. But yeah, it was a bit over 500. I'm gonna put it back on it. Where was it? Right here. Yeah, right here. I took this trade, a bit over $500 made, so it's pretty successful, I guess. But yeah, there's definitely not the best day for price action, and I don't feel if you missed out today, I don't think it's like a big deal. You shouldn't really care that much because it was like kind of a shit day, and you could have took an L if you were not careful. But yeah, anyways, that's it for this. It was just a market breakdown. I haven't posted since my first video, so I decided I'm gonna post today since I took a trade. But yeah, there's probably gonna be more since it's after elections now, and now I could actually like trade and shit. But yeah, let me know some feedback or you got any questions. And yeah, if you want to use the link to the funded account that funding pips that I had a video on, it'll still be in my description. And yeah, that's basically it. Peace.